The massive profile that the Wall Street Journal published this week about Donald Trump's health, which of course included interviews with Donald Trump himself, where he admitted to all this crazy stuff. One of the things I think that gets overlooked about this is the fact that Donald Trump admitted he can't handle the job of being president of the United States. That is the overall takeaway that we all should have from that Wall Street Journal piece. Trump admitted he can't physically, mentally do it. Now, he didn't say those words, of course. That would be quite shocking if he had. What he instead admitted was, I've told everybody to cut down my working hours because it's exhausting. That is an admission that he is not physically and mentally up for the job, which of course is technically grounds for a 25th Amendment challenge to his presidency. He admitted it. And the fact that that is not the biggest story to come out of this Wall Street Journal piece shows you just how kind of misdirected the media actually is about it. The man admitted he can't do it. And then it wasn't just his admission. It was everybody else in the White House who also spoke to the Wall Street Journal that admitted, yeah, we've actually had to advise him to cut back on his hours because he can't even stay awake through the meetings. Which Trump, of course, didn't admit he couldn't stay awake. Instead, he suggested he likes to blink a lot, and every time you see him sleeping, it's just because the photographers happened to catch him right as he was doing a blink, and oh man, what are the odds of that? Of course, that completely ignores all of the video evidence of Donald Trump closing his eyes for minutes at a time. So I don't know what he thinks he's going to accomplish with that lie. But the fact of the matter is, this guy can't do it anymore. I mean, honestly, I don't think he could ever really do it, but physically, he's not there. So the elephant in the room at this point is, of course, the 25th Amendment. Now, a lot of people have asked me, in recent months, can Congress invoke the 25th Amendment? Can the public invoke the 25th Amendment? And the answer to both of those is no. The 25th Amendment will never be invoked against Donald Trump because it has to be invoked by the vice president and a majority of the members of the cabinet. Do you see anybody in this administration that would be willing to do that? The answer, of course, is no. Do you think Pam Bondi, Pete Hegseth, Kristi Noem, Bobby Kennedy, and J.D. Vance are going to get together and be like, all right, guys, let's do this. Let's get him out of there? No. They know they could do it, and they know they could win if they did it, because the president would have to undergo the testing, prove that he is physically fit enough and mentally fit enough to do the job. Congress would then decide, but they're not going to do it. So unfortunately, it's a moot point, right? We can't actually do the 25th Amendment because these sycophants are not going to do it. But that doesn't mean we can't put it out there into the ether, especially with Donald Trump's admission that he can't do the job, with the cabinet members, the White House staffers admitting that, yeah, this guy can't stay awake, so we've had to shorten his hours. All of that combined should put the 25th Amendment at the forefront of every American's thought right now. So that's the big takeaway. That's what we need to emphasize. Yes, it's not going to happen, but that doesn't mean that we can't force people to start talking about it. Thanks for watching, and if you are not already subscribed to the channel, please do so, and do not forget to like and comment and share widely among your friends.